All right, looks like we're live on TikTok, soon to be live on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Gonna give people a moment to gather while I set up chat and make sure I can see everybody's comments. Andre's already joined. Welcome. Let's check YouTube as well. Here we go. Who's ready for a crossword today? I am. I think we're going to get a good one. Okay. I'm all set up, and hello, and welcome to the Daily Crossword Live, where we solve one of Arkadium's crossword puzzles together. Hello, Alexander. So, as usual, we have a crossword loaded here, and you can always see the clues up here in this green panel. And if you think you know an answer, type it into the chat, and I'll try to keep track of everybody's input and steer us through this puzzle. My name's Jack. I'll be guiding us through the puzzle, but these are always work best the more collaborative they are. So chime in, even if you're not sure and you want to guess. We'll course correct together. So I'm excited to dive in. And usually it's a bit of a slow start as people gather, but let's take a look at some of the clues and see if anybody knows anything. We got one across an Acapulco coin. Who knows where Acapulco is? And then at 14, Honolulu's island. Okay, two geography questions right off the bat. Who is most worldly in chat? Sergey writes peso. Nice. That seems right to me. And then rather than continuing in the acrosses, let's just see what these letters buy us in the downs. Indigent. It's a bit of a vocab word. Who remembers what indigent means? And then a roof part, starting with an E, 4 letters. Alvarito, you know, how are you at crosswords? Mets Stadium. What do we think? This is the New York Mets, the baseball team. Not theirs. Okay, this one's relatively straightforward. I think Alvarito can get this one. And yeah, Sergey, nice. Not theirs is ours. Right, pretty much opposites. Theirs, ours. Awesome. A U in the last slot looks a little strange. But Honolulu's island with a U in the last position. What do we think? It means it's not Maui, right? Because I think Maui ends in an I. And then we have done with an R in the last position. Sort of want to chip away at all of these before we even look at the long 20 across. I feel like we can get some of these. Indigent with a P, roof part with an E, Mets Stadium, Pablo, do you know your baseball? And what do we have here? Honolulu's island, and done. Alexander also knew ours. But do you know a 4-letter word for done? Do you know Honolulu's island? Alright, maybe we will look at 20 across. Comforted. Yeah, that's not going to be easy to get just off the S, is it? Just off the S, it's just not enough information. At least for me. Maybe some of you can see far ahead, but maybe El Rafa knows this. Hi, Satoru. You like crossword puzzles? We're solving one together, and the clues are at the top here, so participate whenever you think you know an answer. Yeah, Alexander writes over for done. I like that. That looks right to me. Those are synonyms. You might even say I'm over and done with you. Over and done with it. Roof part. Now we got this V in place for roof part. I think this was in a recent puzzle we did. That recent puzzle referred to icicles. This is where icicles form. And then, anyone know what indigent means? Marlene? Or Mets Stadium. Who's a baseball fan? And we also have Honolulu's Island, a four-letter island ending in a U. So I'll give people time to mull these over and check out what's going on. And always just as I do that, someone comes in, which is great. Sergey, get an eave. Yeah, roof part is an eave. That's like the overhang on your house where icicles tend to form. Very nice. Very nice. Does that A help with Honolulu's Island? Who knows their Hawaiian Islands? Satoru, do you? Okay. 5 across. Man or white? What are these referring to? If it was just man, I'd be thinking, a person. But white is an awfully strange pairing there. What do we think? Julia? Do you know what they're talking about here? We got 15 as hang around. Indefinite number, huh? It's a curious clue. No good idea about what they're talking about here. Magazine editions? Supermarket. This is not the easiest section. Not the easiest section I've ever seen. Yeah. I don't know. We might need to get 20 across to break in here. 23 across is sharp. Let's see. What do we think is most likely here? I think man or white. Someone probably knows this. Yeah, Satoru, where are you from? And how well do you know your Hawaiian Islands? Brazilian. Welcome. That's great. Do you happen to know what they're referring to with man or white? Maybe I'll start taking a guess. Honolulu's island is Oahu. Does that sound familiar to anyone? It's one of the Hawaiian islands. Kind of fun to say. And now we have 3 of the 4 letters for the Mets Stadium. Where do the Mets play? This is baseball. Yeah, and unfortunately this E is just not going to help that much in 20 across, because Comforted, I mean, it's still just such a long entry and still so much white space. At least I'm not seeing it with just the E and the S. We kind of need to get these downs. David Fernandez, do you know what indigent means or where the Mets play? Let's go back over here. Ogled. Not sure. It's past tense, so the answer is going to be past tense. And I want to say, like, stared or leered, but those are all too long for the slot, right? I think man and white are both isles. Isle of Man and Isle of Wight. Does that sound right to people? A lot of islands in the grid already, just with 2 sections. We got Oahu and Man and White. And this would have been really hard if it was just giving us man, because that is the isle is not the first thing you think of when you see the word man. So I'm grateful for the white inclusion in the magazine editions. Okay, with an I, this is a little that narrows the possibilities here. Supermarket with an S. Bemoans with an L. And ogled with an E. What do we think? Sergey writes store. Yeah, supermarket store. That makes a lot of sense. Nice work. Nice work. I was beginning to think I was solving this alone. Cindy girl? What's a 4-letter word for hang What What do we think? Indefinite number with an O. Alexander writes issues. Nice. For magazine editions. Yeah, you have an issue of a magazine, right? Great work. All right, now we're starting to move. We got an ST for hang around, and we got an SO for indefinite number. What do they mean by that? What's this double E here? Sharp. I feel like sharp can mean a lot of things. It could be sharp like a knife. It could be sharp like smart. Not sure. We still have comforted. Luncharoni, what do you think? I think indigent means poor. I think indigent is a word for, suffering financially. So maybe this R will help us at 20 across. It always gets a little bit easier when you can see the front part of the word. When you just have this S floating here, you have no idea how to fill in these letters. But comforted with starting with RE, you see a bit of the skeleton of the rest of the word. I don't know. Anyone seeing something here? Vasil? And no baseball fans, huh? No baseball fans in chat. What's this long 21 down? I don't think we've looked at that. Bone structure. Okay. It's going to be hard with no letters. So maybe we should stick with where we do have letters. We have an indefinite number, SO. We have hang around. I'm more of a curling up enthusiast. Yeah, I could see that too. Andre writes skeleton for 21 down. Nice, nice, nice. With no letters in the grid, you spotted skeleton. Bone structure. Very good. I like it. Fits beautifully. Shivansh. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. Writes 15 across is stay. I like that. Very good. And Alexander says, oh, some for indefinite number. Right. If you only have some of something, you're not specifying how many. You're not saying I have 3 of it. You're saying I have some. It's an indefinite number. Awesome. Okay, now people are flying, and look at this. Andre says reassured. Yeah, the Mets are at Shea Stadium, or at least they used to be. And comforted is reassured. Very good. Let's check the cross. Always good practice. Ogled is eyed. Okay. So if you eye someone, you can actually use this as a verb, like you're staring at them intently. And Sergey writes keen for sharp. Yeah, so it was sharp as in smart. Keen. Sweet. Wow. Just like that, we went from kind of struggling in these sections to like totally breaking open this puzzle. Bemoans. We got a lot of letters there. And let's see what skeleton has earned us. Cooper and Fay. So these are proper nouns. These are names. Probably first names. So maybe these are 2 people who share the same last name. Not sure. And what about this L? Wave type. Ooh. It's a little vague. We could also... let's stick here. So 26, we have over. Oh, interesting. Over is in the grid here. Do you think this is going to be done? I don't know. And what do we have here? A green citrus fruit. I could think of one, but I feel like there might be more than one 4-letter green citrus fruit. Yeah, Luncharoni writes lime. That's what I was thinking too. And if you agreed, then that's enough for me. Pod vegetable. Okay, a lot of produce over here in this corner. What kind of vegetable comes in a pod? And what do we have here? Alexander also knew lime. Luncharoni coming in with P. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so this is not done. I thought over might be done, but it ends in a P. I'm not immediately sure, I gotta say. Maybe Gabriella can help. If you're just joining, we're solving one of Arkadium's crossword puzzles. You can see the clues here in this green strip, and please shout out answers whenever you think you might know something. This is a group solve. Okay, Alexander writes, yeah, that title for wave type. Yeah, I like that. Tidal waves are definitely a thing. That looks good to me. Does this D help us with anything? It does. Concept. Blank D blank A. Shivansh also knew P. Nice. Nice, nice. Hi, Bonastasio. Welcome. Bonastasio agrees on title. Yeah, we're feeling better about this by the second. Sergey writes idea for concept. That seems right. Shivansh, yeah, also wrote idea. Awesome. Nice work. Okay, so we're chipping away at this section. Does anyone know who Cooper and Faye are? Because I don't think I do. But maybe this will help. Over. Not so easy. And what do we have here? Egg dishes. Maybe this is the one to focus on, even though it's long. And what was 29? Oh, we didn't even... Another baseball. Well, no one knew Shea Stadium, so who knows Ripken of baseball? Ah, Anastasio writes Alice. Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper and Alice Faye? Who's Alice Faye? I think you're right. I mean, it fits wonderfully. And Shivansh writes omelet. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Omelet, maybe with a T, with an E at the end. Okay, and yeah, just as we say that, Bonastasio, it's Cal Ripken, so it's always good to get this confirmation. The crosses are working out in our favor. Yeah, Cal Ripken is indeed a famous baseball player. And let's check this one out. Over was atop. Not so easy. Because this, in here, over meant done, I'm finished, but here, over means physically atop something. I'm over it, I'm above it. Alright, we needed all the crosses for that one. Nice work, everybody. Alice Faye is an old-timey actress. Okay. I will look her up after this. I love when crosswords teach me things. Male cats, starting with a T. Comprehend. With an E. This is weird. Did I spell omelet correctly? Foot digits, what do we think? And then 46 is tailed celestial body. I think this was in a recent crossword that we solved on stream. Alexander writes toms. Yeah, tomcat. That's a thing, right? Male cats are called toms. Nice. And that should help with foot digits. And hopefully it helps with, yeah, Bonastasio agrees. Toms, tomcat. Working together in chat. I love to see it. Tailed celestial body. Miriam? Juan? What do you think? Yeah, Alexander writes comet. Nice. Yeah, we had that one recently, I think. What is this? Comprehend. Something, maybe I... let's see. Shivansh writes 39 should be E or T. Yeah, maybe foot digits are toes, like your digits. Your fingers and your toes are called digits, and the ones on your feet are your toes. Nice, I think that works. But this E is not making any sense. Ah, my mistake. Oh my. I put an E on the end of omelet, but I'm always preaching that when the clue is plural, the answer is plural. I didn't follow my own advice. So egg dishes means omelets. Man, my mistake. But the crosses always speak. They always get the final word. And to comprehend is to see something. Ah, I see it now. I comprehend it. I get it. Great, great, great. We almost walked away with a mistake there. My mistake. Alright, now we got this little corner here to work on. Movie theater, starting with a C. Beer mugs. What do we think? It's a little early for beer where I am, but maybe not where some of you are. Laura and Sergey both writing cinema. Very nice. Welcome back, Laura. And Luncharoni writing Steins for beer mugs. Great. Alexander, Shivansh also writing cinema. Great work, guys. Hopefully Steins helps us with the rest of this. Wood strips, starting with an S. Belief, starting with a T. And devourer, starting with an E. I'll also check this. Slim. Slim. What do we think? Poker stakes for 59. Abounds. Laura writes thin for slim. Yeah, that makes sense. And the crosses look good. Whenever you see a TH lining up like this, that's very plausibly correct. Alexander knew that as well. Great. Belief. And wood strips. And devourer. This looks a little strange, though, the EI. I don't know many words that start like that. Not sure. We could check 60 down as well. Wind direction. Chevron's writes think for belief. Maybe. My only trouble with this is that there doesn't seem to be agreement between the clue and the answer. Belief is a noun, and think is a verb. And crosswords tend to have agreement there between those things. So I agree they're conceptually related, to think something and to believe it, but like the way the clue is written makes me a little suspicious of think. We can check the K and see if it does work for us. Drinking tube. Abounds. We're confident in this M. I might take out INK just for now. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, this section is proving tougher than a lot of the others. Andre writes straw. Yeah, for a drinking tube. Straw is definitely a tube that you drink through. Awesome. Okay, wind direction. This looks like it's going to be like a compass heading. Crosswords love these, east-southeast written as ESE in the grid. Just because they're not even really words. They're just kind of a set of letters, and sometimes it helps you fill a section. So this is going to be some, north-northwest or something. So these letters are going to come from N, E, S, and W. But other than that, I think we're going to need some crosses there. Although I will say abounds ends in an S. And so this probably ends in an S. What do we think? If straw is correct, then think is wrong. Which was something we suspected anyway. Yeah, what do we think? Is there an error in this section? There might be. Poker stakes. Any poker players in chat? And abounds. Antes, nice. Luncharoni writes antes. Indeed. Yeah, so this turned out to be south-southwest. That's a direction that the wind can head. Yeah, the problem with clues like this is that there's no way to actually get them without crosses. You can narrow it down to some candidates. Sergey writes trust for belief, which makes some sense, except that it doesn't work with our crosses. Alexander writes maybe lean for slim. Ooh, we were not questioning thin, but maybe we should have been. Because lean does also mean slim and thin. Yeah, and Alexander, I think you cracked it. All of these are making more sense now. Yep, wood is slats. A devourer, I guess, is an eater, one who devours, one who eats. And then, yeah, a belief. This makes more sense. Abounds. Anyone want to finish off this section? Yeah, tenet. Nice, Sergey. Yeah. And notice that a tenet is a noun just like a belief is a noun. Lean and mean, exactly. All right, nice work. Yeah, that was a tough section. We almost didn't make it through that one, but kudos Alexander for catching the error at 53 across. Nice work. Bemoans over here, and that's going to feed into treasure something, treasure blank. And what's this? Rational. Okay. Eminem's milieu. Interesting. Any Eminem fans? And blank Lisa. What could they be referring to here? Bemoans is laments. Right? Those are synonyms. If you bemoan something, you're lamenting it. You're, I don't know, kind of complaining about it. Laura writes Mona Lisa. Very nice. A fan of art. Bonastasio knew that as well. Alexander knew it as well. All right, we got a lot of cultured folks in chat. Rational S blank N blank. Treasure what? Normally I would think treasure hunt, treasure chest, but those don't fit with our crosses. Eminem's milieu. A milieu is like an area. So you could sort of think of this as Eminem's area. And 24 across is styling foam. Interesting. Starting with an M. Diego, what do you think? Rap, nice. Sergey writes rap for Eminem's milieu. Yeah, exactly. Eminem is a rapper. That's his area. It's his field. Nice work. And now this is making rational look like sane. I guess if you have your head screwed on right, then you're sane, you're rational. Seems reasonable to me. Who knows this phrase? Treasure what? And we have styling foam with an M. Let's also look at these little ones. Venomous viper, 3 letters. Anyone know 3-letter snakes? Alexander writes trophy. Like this? I don't think I know that word. Laura, yeah, Bonastasio writes treasure trove. I like that. Nice work. And Laura getting us moose for styling foam. Excellent. Yeah, Alexander, yeah, course corrected. It was trove. Good work. All right, and now we have some letters, which makes this empty corner look a little less daunting. We got some letters. Blank of Liberty. Who knows this one? You can see this about a 10-minute walk from my apartment. I can go see this. Sings alone. Levels. Yeah, statue. Nice, Sergey. Statue of Liberty. Lady Liberty herself gracing us with her presence. Bonastasio knew as well. Good work. Coal measures. I don't know about this. How do you measure coal? Tons, maybe? Tons of coal? This was the 3-letter venomous viper. Resource with an S. Range with a T. And more ashen with an A. A little tough. Sings alone. Levels. And concise. Gotta say, these clues are awfully concise. Boa. Yeah, boa is definitely a 3-letter snake. That works. My concern is that these crosses just look terrible. AA, OT, BS, I don't know. I feel like there must be another 3-letter snake. Or statue is wrong, but statue can't be wrong. It's clearly Statue of Liberty. The UE feels good. I don't know, what do people think? Hector? Want to help us out of a a little jam here. What could be going on here? Coal measures. Should we try tons? It at least seems plausible that you measure coal in tons. Sings alone, ending in an OS. Concise, ending in an SE. Yeah, and there's something really bugging me about boa here. Is anyone else feeling me, or am I getting paranoid on my own? Resource BS, it just doesn't look right. Sings alone, solos. Nice, Sergey. Yeah, that's gotta be it. And I can't look at this boa anymore. There's just no way resource starts with BSS. So there's gotta be another 3-letter venomous viper. And maybe we'll have to discover it from the crosses. Andre writes asset for 9. Resource asset. Very good, very good. That looks good to me. Just when we needed you. Okay, so we have an A now in place for this venomous viper. Asp, Sergey. I think Sergey also wrote boa, yeah, so you know all your snakes. And this is looking so much better with the crosses. I feel comfortable now. Range, STO, more Ashen, PAL. What do we have? Levels. And concise. Concise is terse. Right, if you're terse, you're a person of few words. Laura writes stove for range. Yep, nice work. Yeah, just like that, fixing a couple of our dead ends. We're down to 1 letter in this section. Anyone know what ashen means? It's not a word you hear every day. And levels. Yeah, this is kind of a tough cross. Who wants to finish off this section? I'll wait for people to put a letter in chat, and in the meanwhile, check out this new pastures here. Umbrella, PA. What's another name for an umbrella? And what's this? Cloudy. Cloudy. OVE. Okay. Alexander writes E. Yes, very nice. That's what I was waiting for. So, ashen means pale. Like the color has left your face. Like the color of ash, essentially. And levels, this was a hard one. I think this is like, if you even something out, you level it out. No, it's not easy to see without the crosses. Nice work, Alexander. And what do we got? Parasol, Laura. Nice. That's a nice word. Parasol for umbrella. Circle section, A blank blank. Anyone remember their geometry? Oliver, how are you at geometry? We got operator with an S in the second slot. Arc, Laura remembers her geometry. Very good. Yeah, circle section, a piece of a circle is an arc. And Alexander writes overcast. Nice. Nice words in this section. I like overcast, crossing parasol. Good words. Arc. Yeah. Alexander also knew arc. What was this? Oh, a French pancake. Alexander telling me that operator is user. Yeah, that looks great. Definitely fits. When you're operating something, you're using it. Everyone eager to write the French pancakes or crepes. Who was the last person in chat to have a crepe? It's been a while for me. Ref's kin. Interesting. Jennifer Baptista, welcome. We're group solving a crossword puzzle. Clues are up here, and whenever you think you know something, shout it out. Pout. Implored. And what's this 47? Holy. Yeah, I feel like this section has not given us as much trouble as this section, and certainly this corner down here was tough for us as well. But I think we're coming up to the end of this one. Nice. Laura writes sacred for holy. That's got to be right. And the crosses look beautiful. Pout next to implored. All gonna reveal a ref's kin. What does this refer to? So a ref, I think, is gonna be like a referee in sports. And kin is like your relatives. So this is gonna be someone that's similar to a ref. It's only 3 letters. It starts with a U. And we also have pout, and we have implored. What do we think? Who in chat has started solving more crossword puzzles since tuning into the Daily Crossword Live? Who's caught the bug? Who's thinking I better practice on my off time so I can shine in chat when we're doing it together? I'll move on to a new section, but let's keep these in view, okay? Implored, pout, and ref's kin. And let's see what Arkadium has started solving more crossword puzzles. That's great to hear. Intimidates. Even though it's short, it's a little hard to see. Nice. Laura writes pled for implored. Fran, welcome. And this is going to be an M. So to pout is to mope around. And an ump, more baseball. Chat doesn't seem to like baseball, although someone knew Cal Ripken. An ump is like basically the ref of baseball. Short for umpire. Like ref is short for referee. Nice job. What actors hope for? I think a lot of things. We can start checking these. Let's check this long one. Handling. With just a T, it's so hard to see. Arkadium writes, if your life had a crossword theme, what would the title be? And mine would be something food-related, for sure. We had a food-related theme not too long ago. It was all breakfast foods in the grid. It's a good answer. And everyone coming in with crepe earlier makes me think that a lot of people might share your answer. First man. Small bay. Portent. Nice, Sergey with Adam. Nice work. Yeah, it's not obvious at first what first man is referring to, but I think it's literally, the first human, at least biblically speaking, was Adam, the first man. Very nice. Does that D help with 44 down, what actors hope for? Laura writes cove for small bay. That looks great. Gil, welcome. Gil also knew first man was Adam. Nice work. Mexican dish. We hadn't seen this one before. Mexican dish. We have a couple more letters now for what actors hope for. And what's this one? Make cloth. Taco. And we get a little taco emoji with that. Very nice, Laura. Now I'm getting hungry with tacos and crepes and omelets. Portent. What's this? What actors hope for? And have we looked at 54 across handling? This is still a little hard to see with all these blanks. There's 7 blanks and we just get a couple of T's in the grid. I don't know. Arkadium writes quesadilla. Yeah, I could go for one of those too, but unfortunately that's a few more than 4 letters. Intimidates. And have we looked at, Navy members? I don't know. Make cloth? What do we think? Bit of a hairy section left. Gil writes stardom for what actors hope for. Very nice. Yeah, that's a good entry. Actors indeed hope for stardom, right? They want to be famous. And these letters should hopefully help. Intimidates, starting with an A. And we have this R now for handling. Anyone know what portent means? 4 letters starting with an OM. And we got make cloth and Navy members. We're really closing in here. Almost matching yesterday's time. Miguel Sanchez, welcome. Catcher's glove. Oh my god, there's like a mini baseball theme going on here. There's so much baseball. We had Shea Stadium, we had Cal Ripken, we had ump, and now we have a catcher's glove, which is definitely referring to baseball as well. Unfortunately, there don't seem to be any huge baseball fans in chat. Laura writes weave for make cloth. I like that. That definitely looks good. Nice. Yeah, Arkadium doesn't want the fun to end. I tend to agree. It's always a little sad when we have to say goodbye. But the nice thing about this show is that it's daily. You could just come back tomorrow, solve another puzzle. More fun. Is this getting any easier to see? Handling, TRE? And what's this? Intimidates. Huh. Navy members. I think this is omen. I think an omen is like a bad sign on the horizon, and I think a portent is the same. Basically a synonym of it. Laura writes treatment for handling. Ooh, that was a tough clue. Yeah, handling, because you think it might be a verb, and that maybe this would be something ending in an ing as well. But your handling of something is your treatment of it. That was tough for me to see, at least. Nice work, Laura. Yeah, and this is kind of a strange cross. I think this is going to be an E. Navy members are seamen, like men on the sea. Not a word you see every day. And intimidates is awes. Interesting. I guess that fits. I mean, I more think of awe as, yeah, I guess you could be intimidated when you're in awe of something. Not so easy, though. All right, and just like that, we only got one section left. Eli, coming in for the tail end. You wanna tell me what a catcher's glove is? Canyon effect. We have a bright sign. And faithful. What do we think? Sergey, echo, nice. Canyon effect. It's an echo, echo, echo. And Laura writes neon for 57. Yep, a bright sign is a neon sign. Good work. Good work. And we're really closing in here. A bakery employee, 4 letters. Biblical you. Okay, so how do they say you in the Bible? And then a musical sound. And once we figure those last little bits out, I think we're getting confetti today. Catcher's glove. Nobody likes baseball. We have a very international chat, and baseball is a super American pastime, so I understand. And I'm not a huge baseball person. Faithful. What do we have? Okay, so Sergey's writing tone from musical sound. I like that. That definitely seems right. Laura got a baseball one. Mitt, very nice. Thiago writes peso. That was our first one. Where were you at the beginning? Gil writing thou. That's how you say you in the Bible. It's how they said, wherefore art thou. And just like that, 1 letter left in the grid. Who knows it? A bakery employee crossing faithful. What's this letter going to be? We got 26 options. It's not an A. It's not a B. Sergey got it. Nice. R, yeah. So a baker employee is going to be an icer, like one who puts icing on things at the end. And to stay faithful to someone is to stay true. So I'm going to put the R in, moment of truth, dramatic pause. Let's see if we get the confetti. Nice! Nice work, everybody. Congratulations on another puzzle well solved. These are always so fun to solve with you. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your participation. And please check out Arkadium. They've got, if you liked this, I mean, they have a million different crosswords there of all difficulties and styles. But they have other word puzzles and more games than you could complete in a lifetime. So check out Arkadium and come back tomorrow. We're here every day solving crosswords together. So 10 a.m. Eastern time in the U.S. is when these begin. And I'll see you then. I'm looking forward to it.